metres and they're set. And racing in the first event, Jogar began quickly down on the inside. Kramnik was away. Favourite track coming up into the line now is locked away, and so they're set to go. Ready to jump in the first. Track good rail out 5 metres and they're set. And racing in the first event, Jogar began quickly down on the inside. Kramnik was away all right. Printmaker and Master Ponton are dropping back in the early stages. Juga Jug is heading towards the front with Nick's Verdict on the outside. Mappingly still caught about 3 or 4 wide in the middle of the bunch. About 1,500 metres to go, and Jogar ridden for a bit of pace today down on the inside, just the leader. Juga Jug and Nick's Verdict has caught out 3 wide at the 1,400 metres. A length and a half behind them, Kramnik settling fourth on the inside, and they're followed by Jugabout. 2 or 3 lengths further back is Mappingly, followed by Printmaker and 2 to Master Ponton. Heading to the 1,200 metres now, and Jogar in a new role, leading today from Nick's Verdict, who's up second a half length away. 2.5 lengths back is Juga Jug third, 1.5 to Kramnik, lobbing along fourth. On his outside is Jugabout. A couple of lengths further back is Mappingly and Printmaker, and 2 to Master Ponton. They've gone past 1,000, and Jogar in front. He's about a neck clear to Nick's Verdict. A length and a half away, Juga Jug on the inside. Going forward, Jugabout is outside, and Kramnik's come away from the fence. He's up fifth on the outside now in those saintly colours. He's going through between horses. Couple of lengths to Mappingly, Printmaker, and Master Ponton as last as the field neared the home turn at the 600 metres. Jogar on the inside, Nick's Verdict on the outside, might just shade him coming around the turn. Coming at them is Jugabout on the outside from Kramnik, who's in between horses needing an out at the moment. Juga Jug on the fence, and then came Mappingly coming to the outside in the pink colours. Coming past the 400 now, Nick's Verdict outside Jogar. They're the 2 leaders, trying for the rails runners. Juga Jug about to get it with about 250 metres to go. Mappingly's winding into it. Kramnik next. Master Ponton's coming from last. Many chances. Master Ponton has swept up with Mappingly. Kramnik is third. Jogar can't go on. Master Ponton the leader. Printmaker's coming home well on the outside, but Master Ponton's drawn away and wins by 2 lengths to Mappingly. Printmaker got up ahead away third. Kramnik is fourth. In behind those to finish was Jugabout, followed by Nick's Verdict, and then Juga Jug, and Jogar's dropped out to run last. 150.2 the time. Master Ponton is the winner number. Now they're all locked away with Centre Rising on the outside, and the starter hits the button to send them on their journey now, and the first fence comes up pretty quickly, and Sterling Emblem is at it in front of, oh gee, didn't like it. He screwed in the air, Sterling Emblem, and he's dropped back to fourth, and Footloose Family first out. Century's Fox is immediately fired up and has raced to the lead here on the outside as they settle down, and it's Century's Fox in front of Footloose Family and Sterling Emblem. Hear My Prayers is up there fourth the outside. Show Me More next from Miracle Star. One further back in the field is Centre Rising. They're being followed Rajanier out wide, and then Rami's Son. Vowtints back towards the end, and Drakas last in a very bunched field going past the 1,000 metre mark the first time. So here's the second fence coming up now. Century's Fox, Footloose Family jumping it together. One gone at the back. Vowtinsk has taken a fall at the second fence in the race. And let's see, the horse is okay. And so too it appears as Jamie Evans. He's quickly back to his feet. Next fence comes up. Century's Fox over it in front of Footloose Family. And Show Me More moving up out wide. Hear My Prayers just behind them from Rajanier. Drakas has made a move round the outside to sit a little more prominently now. He's being followed by Centre Rising, then Sterling Emblem, who hasn't been handling these big fences very well early. He's back third last there in the black cap. Rami's Son is next to last on his inside of this fence, and back last is Miracle Star. They've jumped the hedge. The brick wall is coming up in their sights now, and Century's Fox led Footloose Family into it. In third placing, Show Me More out wide from Drakas, who has been jumping a bit better today. He's moved up into third now in the blue colours, so Show Me More back a length away fourth. Hear My Prayers fifth on the inside. Rajani has made a little ground to be the middle of the field when they go to the next fence. They're being followed then by Centre Rising towards the end as Rami's Son. A break to Sterling Emblem with Miracle Star whipping the field in. Now they head to the riverside, and 5 fences come up pretty quickly on them here. Century's Fox led Footloose Family, 3 to Drakas, the favourite up third from Hear My Prayers. Rajanier ahead away the outside, 2 Centre Rising. Show Me More's been steadily losing a little ground as they go to this fence. Rami's Son behind him, Sterling Emblem jumping wretchedly, and Miracle Star. Footloose Family moved up to Century's Fox at the next on the riverside, but Century's Fox has fenced it a little bit better, and Dracas has gone between them. Here's the next fence coming up now. The favourite Dracas is going up to put pressure to the leaders and join Century's Fox. Footloose Family the outside. Hear My Prayers up to fourth on the inside of Rajaneer at the next one. Then Rami's Son, Centre Rising, Show Me More, and a long break Sterling Emblem and Miracle Star. At the fence near the 1400, Dracas jumping that one well. Another one's lost the rider, Footloose Family, who hadn't been jumping well in the lead, threw the rider off at that. They've parted company now, and here they head along the back. There's 4 to jump, there's 1200 to run, and Dracas has dashed out 2.5 in front. Century's Fox is second, and then now Rajaneer has gone through on the inside to be in third placing. 2 lengths Centre Rising coming into it. Hear My Prayers next. A gap to Rami's Son when they go past 1,000, and Useless going back any further. A long break to Show Me More, Sterling Emblem and Miracle Star when they jump that next fence. And the leader is Dracas coming up towards the turn 2 to jump. Century's Fox isn't done with. He's having another crack at the leader. Rajaneer right there third. Centre Rising coming into it fourth from Hear My Prayers as Dracas took off at that one. Oh, Centre Rising fell. Centre Rising took a fall at that one as they swing around the home turn, and it's on in earnest with Rajaneer dashing through and going for home and setting up a couple of lengths on Dracas when they came round the turn. Century's Fox third, Rami's Son fourth, and then Hear My Prayers. Rajaneer at the hedge. Dracas having a go at him on the outside again. Rajaneer jumped it in front of Dracas. Then Century's Fox back third, and Hear My Prayers. Rajaneer at the last. Over the fence he goes. He's 1.5 in front. 2 lengths now. Draws clear from Dracas. Hear My Prayers into third, but Rajaneer in the run home for Andrew Moore, opening up a good gap on them. And in the run home, it's Rajaneer to go on and win it well. Scores by about 6 or 7 lengths at least. Hear My Prayers got up for second. Dracas is third. Then Rami's Son. They're followed by Century's Fox. And then about 150 metres to the last few, there's Sterling Emblem, Miracle Star and Show Me More just cantering over the line. Oh, didn't that mean something to Andrew Moore? He gave it a good wield of the whip over the line. Rajan. They're nearly ready for the third event of the day. Here's Pattern of Bells about to join them. Rose of Dane to move in. Rose of Dane coming up into the stalls now. She has the outside gate. Links in, and they're set to go 1,400 metres to journey. Third of the afternoon. Ready to break. All clear's been given. And the starter hits the button. In a flurry, one of the first out. Settling towards the end was Fair Fortune. In a flurry led now Co-Ed is going up fast on the outside. Fairy Garden pushing up in the centre. Pattern of Bells easing back to fourth, and then Infatuated followed by Multi. 2 lengths further back is Watercolour Esther Star. Getting through on the inside is Gin Sling, and then Kilkenny Bay. The pace right on here. They're followed by Rose of Dane. A long break of about 4 lengths Kalauna and Fair Fortune. Fairy Garden led. 2 lengths in front here. Co-Ed is second. On the inside third is In a Flurry. 1.5 Pattern of Bells fourth. Infatuated fifth the rail. 1 further back is Multi Watercolour. Gin Sling on the inside of Esther Star. Then Rose of Dane followed 2 lengths back by Kilkenny Bay, Kalauna and Fair Fortune on the fence. Coming to the turn at the 600 metres, and Fairy Garden speeds them around the bend. 2 lengths in front of Co-Ed. In a Flurry third on the inside. When they corner, Pattern of Bells is next to the outside, and then Infatuated. Coming wider is Multi around Gin Sling. Fair Fortune getting up on the rail. Rose of Dane is next, needing to get a run through with Watercolour on her outside. At the 300 metres now, Fairy Garden left the fence. Co-Ed comes at it. In a Flurry can get up along the inside. Pattern of Bells and Multi are wider out. Then Rose of Dane and Gin Sling needing a run. Co-Ed has burst to the front. In a Flurry's trying to match her on the inside. It's Co-Ed 3/4 in a Flurry, and Rose of Dane coming on the outside. Co-Ed the leader. Rose of Dane picking her up the last bit. Oh, she may have got there. Rose of Dane lunging at Co-Ed to make it close, and In a Flurry on the rail third. In behind those to finish was Multi, followed by Pattern of Bells, Gin Sling, and then Kalauna. Back behind those to finish in the race was Esther Star, Infatuated, and the weakening Fairy Garden. They were followed then by Watercolour, Kilkenny Bay well back, and towards the end was Fair Fortune, who was in fact last of all. Relax with Max has gone in, so Centre Century is going to be the last to move into the stalls. Here's Centre Century coming in now to complete the lineup. Favourite on the tote, Flying Guy, at $5.50, and they're off and racing with a good start. Benesto and Knockrow, the first two to bounce out. Ambercelli Gold jump well is easing back. Flying Guy was away fast, settling in the first few with Tiger by the Tail improving, and Shekel is going up, but at the 1400 Benesto led comfortably. Benesto by 2 lengths, Tiger by the Tail, 2 lengths to Shekel in third, and then came Knockrow, 1-2 Flying Guy, and over on the inside is Ambercelli Gold, and they're followed by Tumble Home. Grand Andre on the rails, being followed by Centre Century, Mexican Sage, 1.5 lengths to Elmer's Day. Kachina is back to second last, and 3 lengths Relax with Max. It's Benesto, the leader, heading to the 1,000, 1 length in front, Tiger by the Tail, 2.5 to Shekel, a similar break in the field, Knockrow inside Flying Guy, 2 Tumble Home outside of Ambercelli Gold, and then Centre Century. 1 length further back, Mexican Sage. On the rail is Grand Andre from Elmer's Day, Kachina, and Relax with Max last of all, 700 to go, and Benesto's winding up the tempo now, leads by 2 lengths as he's sprinting it towards in the home turn now. Running second, Tiger by the Tail. Shekel's right on their hammer. They've got away about 4 lengths on Knockrow on the inside of Flying Guy. Then Tumble Home easing to the inside rail when they corner from Centre Century. But Benesto's travelling all right at the top of the straight. Down to the 400. 2 Tiger by the Tail and more than 2 Shekel starting to run on well. Then Tumble Home, Knockrow, Flying Guy, and Centre Century's unwinding a run. Benesto the leader at the 200 metre mark. 1.5 lengths. Tiger by the Tail starting to run on well. And Shekel's joining in a gap then to Elmer's Day, Centre Century. It's Tiger by the Tail going to Benesto, and then Shekel. Tiger by the Tail, the leader. He's too good, Tiger by the Tail, and the Tiger won it just over 1 length. Either Shekel or Benesto for the minors. Back behind them, Centre Century, Tumble Home, Elmer's Day, and they were followed further back in the field then. At the head of the others was Kachina and Flying Guy, and then Knockrow, followed by Mexican Sage, Grand Andre, and Ambercelli Gold with a bad last, Relax with Max. Winner here, Tiger by the Tail, number 8, and was wearing a one-eyed blinker for the first time, and Go with the Flow is going to be the last to move up into the gates. Nearly set. Starter has them at the 1400, hits the button. Source of Divorce a little slow. King Midas bounded out with Mr. Aristocrat. Nayland was away fast. Burra Hill Lad is going towards the leaders as well when they sort themselves out. And Peep on the Sly settles near the inside rail with about 6 behind him. They've gone about 250. Nayland sped to the front. Markstead going up to second now, and then Burra Hill Lad caught out, and King Midas dropped in fourth. About 3 lengths back is Prince Caliph around the outside of Mr. Aristocrat. Another 2 lengths to Buster Jones. Source of Divorce caught out 3 wide, and then Charles in charge, a length to Peep on the Sly, and Steppens going up around him, coming down the side near the 800 metre mark. Back behind them is Go with the Flow, a good way back on the rails, and Zabooin is last of all coming up towards the bend. 500 metres to go now, and Naylam and Markstead the joint leaders. Burra Hill Lad working out wide. King Midas sweats on a run. Prince Caliph has gone forward around him. Then Buster Jones and Source of Divorce, followed by Mr. Aristocrat, a good way back. Charles in charge when they corner, and then Ascari down the outside when they flatten in at the 400 metres, and Naylam in front. King Midas is going for a run. He's bolted through the gap now, and he's gone to the front. Where's Peep on the Sly as they come down the straight? He started to mount a challenge about 4th, but Buster Jones went bang, and at the 200 raced away from King Midas. He raced away here, Buster Jones. Oliver just steadying him and let him cruise away on his own. He's going to absolutely walk in, Buster Jones. He's way too good. Beat King Midas and Peep on the Sly. Back behind them, Prince Caliph and Source of Divorce, and they're followed by Go with the Flow, made a little ground from Ascari, Markstead and Steppens. Behind them was Naylam and Charles in charge. Mr. Aristocrat, Zabooin, and Burra Hill Lad was last of all. Well, that was a highly impressive win. Now, Tickle the Ivories moved into the stalls, and they're ready to go. Leading Light in the all-orange colours as they begin their journey now. Danajiva, one of the first to bounce out. Leading Light was away all right as they settle into stride now, and going past the 1700 metres, there's the Tari going to the front. Tickle the Ivories from an outside barriers moving up with Noir Ruler. Danajiva up in that leading division, a couple of lengths to Dover Street, and then Leading Light. Back behind it, 2 lengths away is Beverford Red, and then Star Spell and Defence Force was last of all at the 1400. And Datari in front. Tickle the Ivories wants to pull up in second placing. A length and a half then to Danajiva with Tampico, well placed fourth. He's racing a lot handy to the speed today. 2 lengths to Noir Ruler, about a length away to Dover Street, leading light. Oh, Beverford Red got onto the heels of one there and dropped a bit of ground. Star Spell on its outside and Defence Force last of all. Datari, the leader, heading to the 1,000-metre mark and got clear now. Couple of lengths on Tickle the Ivories, a length and a quarter Tampico. Danajiva a neck away fourth, a length and a half Noir Ruler. There's Defence Force Gauchi whipping around the outside on it. Then Dover Street leading light, followed by Beverford Red and Star Spell. Datari at the 800, led by about 2 lengths Tickle the Ivories. Tampico in third place. We'll see if he can sprint from there. Danajiva fourth the inside, and Defence Force has moved up on the outside of Noir Ruler. Leading light niggled out a bit by Wilkinson to start its run round the outside. Dover Street next, and then Star Spell. They're spreading this field now, and Beverford Red under the whip last of all. Datari led off the fence. Tickle the Ivories coming after it. There followed Noir Ruler on the rail. Tampico's under pressure from Danajiva near the inside, and leading light starting to run on fairly. Datari at the 300, drew 3/4 on Tickle the Ivories under the whip from Oliver. Then Noir Ruler getting home well along the inside, and then leading light. Still little Datari has it. It's Datari from Tickle the Ivories, leading light, and Noir Ruler. Datari 50 to go. Leading light, lunging hard. Leading light. Yes, got there, I'd say. Leading light from Datari. Photo third to Dover Street and Tickle the Ivories. Then Noir Ruler. Back behind them to finish in the race was Danajiva, Star Spell. They were followed by Tampico. Then Defence Force and Beverford Red back last of all. Leading light has made a big lunge at the Danzig's Pleasure. Now been locked in. So we're not far off. Nearly ready. Just Diamond Duke to come along here for Damien Oliver. Clan's going up into the stalls now. It's ready. Light's been switched on. King Cossack having his first start for Robbie Lang today. And Noel Kello's Only Ride about to come in the red, black and white, and Diamond Duke goes in. So now the field looks set to go. The dash up the straight. Ready to go. All set now. Off they go. Wilkinson and also Gillo away fast down towards the outside. They jumped in front of Wellington Dreamer, and away quickly there was Gadina. Whiskey Glow's come across in company with Clan, and they're showing pace as they settle down on the grandstand side. Out towards the flat, and King Cossack had bounded in front of Golden Mill, who's immediately up to second placing on the outside. Kalui Star, Lambada Boy directly behind them, and Danzig's Pleasure working across wider out. Prattler a good way back over on the rails, followed by Anemone Garden. Diamond Duke is one of the last, and down that side too comes Mr. Feelgood, and he settled towards the end as they came to the 600 now, and Wilkinson is showing pace well away from the rail on the grandstand side. Out there is Clan and the grey Gillo. Gadina's under the whip, and Whiskey Glow has come closest to the middle of the course. On the other side now, and Kalui Star and the Gold Colours raced up with Golden Mill from Lambada Boy, Danzig's Pleasure, and then Mr. Feelgood out on the other side, and Gillo's burst to the lead. Gadina's trying to go with Gillo wide apart here, and now Lambada Boy is getting to Kalui Star and Danzig's Pleasure, but it's all the flat side. Gillo in front of Gadina with Lambada Boy in the flat. It's Gillo on the outside in front. Gillo in front, and Gillo won it from Gadina second and Lambada Boy third. I think that's the way they'll finish. Behind these then was Danzig's Pleasure, and then came Wellington Dreamer on the outside from Musical Chimes and Whiskey Glow. Back on the other side was Golden Mill in company with Mr. Feelgood, and then there was a break to King Cossack, Prattler, Diamond Duke and Anemone Garden down that inside rail. Wilkinson over on the other side of the course from Clan, who was in fact one of the last out there, back there in company with Musical Chimes. But Gillo has won number 13 and has run a bit of time. The field is almost ready for the last event today. Coming up as Common Style, Jugar's Lady to move in, and also Devon Valley Lady. Now, Jugar's Lady went in riderless, completes the line-up. Ain't no doubt the inside runner. A well-tried all-night party drawn in a